You know what the most deadly distractions are in your life to getting to the top? It's not the going out on weekends or hanging out with your friends all the time or doom scrolling all the time. It's the distractions that elude themselves. They kind of perceive themselves as being productive and getting you closer to your goals, but they're really just keeping you the same or even getting you worse. Things like watching more educational videos or watching that extra self improvement or 5 tips to do this or doing that. Those things you think they're improving you, but they're really just keeping you static because you know everything. Things like reading useless books, reading the same useless books that aren't actually teaching you anything. They seem like they're good, but they're really not getting you any farther. And the biggest one, having a morning routine to get you ready for the day, but it's really just you waking up at 5 a.m., so you're just losing sleep, and then for 3 hours, you're praying or you're meditating or you're stretching or you're writing down affirmations or you're staring at yourself in the mirror, you're taking cold plunges, you're doing those things are all good in themselves, but to waste 3 hours, to wake up 3 hours earlier than you usually would, cutting sleep down just to do all these things so then you can work in a focused state is not going to get you anywhere. These are the things that are holding you really back from what you believe you want to be. If you have some sort of self-awareness, you obviously know that hanging out with your friends, going out on the weekends, scrolling on TikTok, watching Netflix all the time, just like wasting time, you obviously know that's holding you back. You know those are the big key things that are holding you back, that you can switch, that you can change. But the little things, the things that are kind of, you think they're productive, but they're really just negative. They're really just holding you back or keeping you in the same direction. Like the things I just mentioned. These things seem productive. They seem like you're going in the right way, but you're really just not. You're really just staying still, or you're honestly even maybe going negative. When you're at a point in your entrepreneurial journey or yourself, like whatever it is, where you just every single day, you just need to be doing the most optimal thing. What's the most high leverage thing you can be doing right now? For copywriting, sending outreach, finding leads, writing copy. Those are 3 things you should do those things every single day. And if you have more time, you could do the other stuff. But those are 3 non-negotiables every day. If you're trying to work out, go to the gym, eat healthy, recover. You don't need to be watching gym videos or trying to perfect your gym workout or making the perfect meal prep thing. Those are just, they seem good in theory, but they're not. They're just distractions from what you're actually trying to achieve. You're really just shying away from the actual work that needs to be done. I see so many people, including myself, who just, they say, yeah, I'm doing the right things, I'm doing all these things, sending outreach, I'm doing all the right things. Why have I not landed a client? Why am I not here? Why do I not have muscles yet? Why do I not have what I want? But then you look at what they're actually doing and you're like, well, why instead of sending outreach or finding high quality leads, you were writing copy about your day, or you were watching another YouTube video that you've watched 10 times? Why are you doing that? Oh, well, I needed to learn. I just was, that was like me warming up. No, it's just, you're just wasting time. Oh, you wake up at 5 a.m.? Oh, that's good. So you must have like a nice 5-6 hours that you can just do unbothered work, right? Oh no, well, I actually wake up, I meditate, and then I cold plunge, then I go to the gym, then I shower, then I eat, then I stretch, then I read the Bible, oh, and then I can work. But yeah, so I start work at like 8 a.m. So yeah, that 5 to 8 a.m. was like good, like self-improvement stuff, but what did that help you get money? Like that, what's your goal? Is it to do self-improvement, or is it to do copywriting or to get money? No, don't get me wrong, all that stuff I just mentioned in the morning is good, but you don't need to be doing 3 hours of stuff before you get to work in it. Like when I find my best, most like clear mental clarity, I wake up straight away, get some water in my body, go to the bathroom, and just work. I just work straight off. That's what the best thing about the weekends is. When I'm off school and Saturday, Sunday, I get to wake up early and just go do what I need to get done. Those are the best times. And it's not filled with just distractions and just things that, like, I don't just sit there for 3 hours doing stuff that I think is pushing me in the right direction, but it's really just not. And when you catch yourself doing these type of things, you need to really think, is this the most high leverage, like, is this the best thing I can be doing at the moment to get to my goal with your 10K a month or hit this certain body weight, whatever it is. If your goal's here and you're trying to shoot and try to hit your goal, but what you're doing is you're just shooting away, you're just not even hitting it, is that the best thing you could be doing? If your goal is to make 10K a month in copywriting, which mine is, and maybe a lot of you who are watching this is, if that's your goal, what is the best thing you could be doing? It's not watching more YouTube videos or doing this crazy morning routine or doing all these crazy things, or if you want to say the big ones, going out with your friends, drinking, whatever it is. That's not the best thing to do. The best thing to do is outreach. Outreach hits. That's how you get 1% better when you do outreach. Then you find leads. Another percent hits. You hit another way to hit your target goal. Then you write copy. You get better at headlines. You write VSLs. You do something like that. You're hitting your target more and more and more. Those are hitting target. That's getting you pushing. That's pushing you farther to your goal. That's moving the needle. But instead, you're doing the stuff I keep on mentioning. You really, really need to think about this. You really need to think about the things you're doing throughout your day that you might think are productive, but it's not. It's really just masking your brain over what is actually the goal. You're really just in fear of the actual work you have to do, so you're doing all this unnecessary stuff that isn't actually getting you any closer. It's really just getting you farther. You need to catch yourself when you're in these moments. Catch yourself continuing to watch 2-hour-long masterclass YouTube videos, free value, whatever this is, self-improvement, 75 hard, whatever it is that you're watching. You don't need to be watching it. YouTube is good to start learning. When you start getting into something, learn it, hammer it, get really good at it. But then YouTube only has a purpose if you're trying to learn a specific thing. You're not sitting here watching 5-hour beginner course on how to become a copywriter anymore. You're not watching those anymore because you know everything in there. You're not learning anything new. It's not optimal for what you're trying to. It's not optimal for what point you're at. By all means, if you're at the beginning of your copywriting journey, you're not going to be sitting here sending outreach and finding leads. You're going to be watching YouTube videos and studying and reading books and learning. But once you get past that point, once you figure out that's least leverage anymore. It's not getting you anywhere. It's not getting you any closer, and you're going to stop doing it. So get these distractions out of your life. It's not the distraction you think. Like I said, it's not the friends. It's not all that stuff. You know that stuff's distraction, and you stop doing these, and you try to stay away from it. It's the distractions where you think it's productive, but it's not. Those are distractions you need to hit and find and get rid of. Because I've seen when I started to get rid of these, I stopped trying to just watch YouTube videos because I think I'm getting better, or reading books and stuff like that, because I'm past that point. It's not the best thing I could be doing at the moment anymore. So now I'm on to different stuff that is the best thing I can do at the moment. So find your distractions, your hidden distractions, and solve them and get rid of them. So that's all I have for you today. Have a good one. Goodbye.